Welcome to Save It Voice Liberia, a platform dedicated to amplifying the voices of every Liberian.
Our mission is to inspire civic engagement, empower citizens, and advocate for positive change.
Join us as we explore the heartbeat of our nation, holding conversations that matter and paving the way for a brighter future.
This is Save It Voice Liberia.
Your
voice,
your future.
And the only one not subject to inspection or international oversight. Israel has never signed the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. It possesses between 80 to 400 nuclear warheads, developed with assistance from France and the US as early as the 1950s. This nuclear facility remains off limits to inspection. In 1969, the secret agreement between Golda Meir and Richard Nixon cemented the U.S. silence on Israel nukes, launching a policy of nuclear ambiguity. Meanwhile, Iran is a signatory to the NPT, has allowed full IAEA inspections, has no verified nuclear weapons program. Despite this, the U.S. imposes harsh sanctions on Iran, assassinates its scientists, and call it a global threat. On October 8, 1967, during the Six-Day War, Israeli jets and torpedo boats attacked the USS Liberty, a clearly marked American surveillance ship in international waters. 34 Americans were killed, 171 wounded. The ship was flying the American flag. Literally, survivors reported repeated attacks, including torpedoes. Radio frequencies were jammed. Rescue aircraft was delayed by the U.S. command, but I think the U.S. were aware too. Israel claimed it was a tragic mistake, but many U.S. officials, including Admiral Thomas Moore, later confirmed it was deliberate. And Admiral said that the evidence is overwhelming that it was a deliberate attack and our government refused to act. The U.S. never retaliated.
In 1967, during the Six-Day War, the USS Liberty, a U.S. Navy spy ship, was brutally attacked in international waters off the coast of Egypt. Israeli forces launched a relentless assault on the American vessel, using fighter jets, torpedo boats, and napalm bombs. The attack lasted for over an hour, leaving 34 American sailors dead and 171 wounded. Survivors recount that they were clearly flying the American flag on a clear day, making their identity unmistakable. They even report that the Israelis attempted to jam their radios to prevent them from calling for help. Despite the evidence, Israel claimed it was a case of mistaken identity, apologizing for the tragic error. Investigators found that the Liberty was surveilled by Israeli forces for hours before the attack. Communication intercepts indicate that the Israelis knew it was an American ship. The survivors of the USS Liberty have spent decades seeking justice and the truth, but their voices have been largely silenced.
No sanctions, no official condemnation, no accountability. The pattern repeats. Present day misdirection. History repeats itself, only now with smarter tools, mass layoffs, immigration purges, DI dismantles, social media censorship, foreign economic sabotage. All these form a modern fog of war. It keeps the public while decision makers reshape the global map. The war is no longer just fought with bombs and bullets. It is psychological, digital, economic, and bureaucratic. And the targets? Those who dare to resist empire. Let no one be fooled. The signal is there. buried under noise, and it echoes back to 9/11, not as a moment of unity, but as the beginning of a global distraction campaign. And here's the thing. This is a scary part. Like this war that going on right now, this is scary because Russia, during Hitler time, Hitler was so afraid that they created a system.
If Russia were to disappear from the world, there would consequently be no countries left. This statement was made by Russian President Vladimir Putin in 2018 in response to the question, why did you create the dead hand system? What is the dead hand system and how could it destroy the world? During the Cold War, Russia believed that the United States would attack with nuclear weapons, similar to its actions against Japan. To prepare, Russia set up sensors throughout its territory to detect any nuclear strike. These sensors are monitored by a computer system. If any country attacks Russia, the computer collects data about radiation, heat, and seismic activity to determine if it is a nuclear assault. Following that, the system awaits orders from Russian leaders. If no orders are received, the computer assumes everyone in Russia, including Putin, is dead. The system then automatically launches nearly 30,000 nuclear missiles at the United States and the rest of the world, resulting in global destruction.
So those movies that we watch where there was a war and or a blackout, this is how this shit start. It start like this. And China is one of those powerful player in there too. China is, you don't take China lightly.
This is China's newly developed aerospace fighter, officially named the Mindy Wide Area Aircraft. It's not a model or a PowerPoint presentation, it's already a reality. The Mindy Wide Area Aircraft is an advanced weapon developed by the Chinese Academy of Sciences. According to publicly available information, the Mindy 22 is 10.8 meters long, 4.5 meters wide, and has a takeoff weight of 4 tons. It has already successfully completed experiments involving the high-speed deployment of vehicles in near space and the recovery of spacecraft from orbit. The Mindy 22 features several major highlights. Its top speed reaches Mach 7, its maximum range is up to 8,000 kilometers, and it flies at altitudes between 50 and 100 kilometers, far beyond the capabilities of any current fifth-generation fighter. The Mindy 22 can reach any location on Earth within 1 to 2 hours. It is capable of conducting rapid and covert real-time reconnaissance, as well as fast, long-range, and precise strikes. The existence of the Mindy 22 lays a solid foundation for China's Southgate project. To develop aerospace fighters, technologies such as space-to-Earth return and near space flight are absolutely essential. So if you ever see reports about unidentified flying objects appearing somewhere, there's a good chance it could be the Mindy 22 under.
You know, and Russia, any attack on Russia is the end of the world. Let's just put it that way. For people to be doing this kind of thing now, to me, it don't make any sense. The technological advancement in weaponry, you know, in just everything is ridiculous.
It takes a team of highly skilled engineers to land a fly on somebody's head. We typically get hired to land a fly on high-profile political candidates during live events that are being broadcast to a large audience. You might have seen work in 2016 when we landed a fly right on Hillary Clinton's eyebrows, or more recently during the vice presidential debate when we landed a fly on Mike Pence's head and it sat there for about 2 minutes. The objective is usually to distract the viewer from what the candidate is saying, and more importantly distract the media from reporting about what the candidate is saying and focus more on the fly itself. And let's face it, nobody remembers what Mike Pence said during those 2 minutes our fly was sitting on his head. We design and engineer all of our models in-house. Our first prototype was used in 2009 to land on President Obama's face. Unfortunately, he was able to smack it down and completely destroy our prototype, which was unfortunate because it was really expensive. But we plan to debut our next generation of flies in the upcoming and final presidential debate. That particular model is able to drop a tiny little poop on the candidate's head. So we're really excited about it.
So peace is actually better than war because peace is profitable. But for some people, because they lay off a war, war is actually profitable for them. But this is not in the 40s or the 20s anymore. We're in 2025. So things are different. Things are completely different. A war used to profit you, people find another way to eat. Because this time things are not going to be good. You see, the entire country is in fear because no one knows what is going to happen. No one knows. We don't even know if Iran has sleeper agent in the US. And when they activate those agents, guess what can happen? No one know. I know they don't have to fly a plane to come in the U.S. in order to cause some damage. If they have a lot of sleeper agents in this country, that's crazy. And you have someone that whisper in your ear every time to go and fight. To go and fight other people, and you just go every time they tell you to go, you go. Like, what are you? God damn. I don't understand. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is Civic Voice Liberia, where we drop black consciousness. Civic Voice Liberia. Again, your voice, your future.